In many cases, you need to tailor the page content based on the user or maybe the device that the user is using. So if we take this product detail page as an example, you may want to display most of this content for all users, but maybe the suggested products down here should only be visible for logged in users. This is possible to do in Parttrap One. You can pick each section here and decide whether it should be shown for logged in users, for visitors, for certain types or categories of users, for certain products or for certain devices. And I'm going to show you now in the studio environment how you can set this up. So we move to Studio, and first of all I'm going to show you how you can set up different types of users. We call them target groups, and you can define as many target groups as you like. They could be based on either customer information or user information. So if I take resellers as an example, it has already been prepared. There is a target group called resellers, and the condition is role equals contracted customer buyer. That's a type of role that we have decided to call a reseller. You could also use customer conditions, for example, that they belong to a certain country or a certain category of customers or a certain region, for example. So there are many different ways to set up a target group, either based on customer information or based on user information. So we have decided, or we have defined two different target groups here, resellers and visitors, and we're going to use them later on to filter out different content on the pages. We can also split the products into several groups, and we call it conditions, product conditions. And we have prepared here two different groups of products, keyboards and motors. So how do we define that? Let's open up the condition and see that we have actually based it on an attribute, saying that if the category name is keyboards, then this product belongs to this group of products. So as you can see here, it's very simple to add new conditions, either based on data from your ERP system, for example, product group equals or stock code equals, or you can base it on attributes like this. Category name equals something that has been defined. So we have a way to set up different groups of customers or users. We call them target groups. And we also have a way to separate or divide products into different groups using what we call conditions. And now let's move into a page and see how we can prepare that page to display content based on either target group or product condition. So let's move into page. We pick a product page and we take a product detail page. Let's take the first one in the list here. And now this is how a product page is built up. It has an image, a description, some product fields, an add to basket button, for example. And to show you what I'm talking about here, we are gonna add one more section. Let's take the product relation list and put that at the very bottom here. So now we have added a new section to the product detail page, and we can say that this section should have the relation suggested products. So if we're searching for a product and we find it, we display the product detail page. Then this list in this section will be all the suggested products that are defined for that specific main product. And now the interesting thing comes. We have defined the section. It will be visible on the screen for all users in this case. But now we would like to limit the visibility. First of all, we would like it to display only for PC, not for mobile phone or for tablet. So this is how we can hide the section for these two different types of devices. And then we can move into the Connect tab, and you can see here that we can pick markets which this section should be visible on. So if you have multiple markets, for example different countries or different could be also brands, then this section should only be visible for specific selected markets. You can also say that it should only be visible for a certain target group. And you remember now that we defined what the target group was, resellers or visitors. So let's say it should only be visible for resellers. And we can go down here and say that the product condition is that the product has to be a keyboard. So what we've done now is that we have added a section, and we have said that it should only be visible if the user is using a PC screen. It should only be visible for resellers that have logged in, and it should only be visible in case the product we're displaying is a keyboard. So this is how we can personalize a product detail page.